India's surging population is an economic virtue. There are no shortages of superlatives associated with India. It's the largest democracy. It's poised to overtake China as the most populous nation with more than 1.4 billion people. It has the largest film industry based on movies produced. Becoming the world's most populous country can signal a paradigm shift for India's development. That's because the country's younger population also comes with a huge potential to boost the economy, what economists usually call the demographic dividend. The working age population of India stood at a whopping 900 million, according to OECD data. And with rising tensions between China and the West, India has become an important player on the world stage. It will lead the charge on the G20 this year, and is a founding member of the UN. Experts suggest it may even eye a permanent seat on the UN Security Council. The country is also boosting production capacity by attracting international conglomerates like Apple, and turning smaller cities like Pune and Chennai into hubs of manufacturing, innovation, and technology. What's more, a decreasing skilled population across Europe and America has resulted in a shortage of manpower, making India's population numbers an asset that's politically important and indispensable. What is perhaps most impressive is the performance of its economy. Over the last decade, India has managed to surpass Canada, Brazil, Italy, Russia, France in GDP, rising from number 11 in the world to number 5. India isn't stopping there. The country is likely to have the fastest growing economy this year. Gross domestic product is forecast to expand 6.9%. The third largest economy in Asia is currently self-sufficient in food production. In terms of rice, wheat, and sugar production, it ranks second. India is the third largest market for the purchase of crude oil, the second largest consumer of steel and gold. Comparison with China on population dividend. China's demographic dividend disappeared while India continues to grow. Projections show the population structure of India is younger than China. Half of India's current population is under the age of 30, whereas only about 35% of the Chinese are in the same age group. In China, the aging population, 60 plus, is almost double that of India. Aging China may see slower economic growth. China reported negative growth for the first time in 6 decades. Demographic dividends are disappearing in China, while India has a chance to grow with the fastest growing economy. These demographic transitions have advantages with respect to the labor force and economic development in India compared to China. But India has its challenges. To absorb the young working population, India will need to create at least 90 million new non-farming jobs by 2030 according to McKinsey. Noting that the government also needs to invest in a time-bound manner, so that young people are productive and can contribute to the national economy. India needs to include those who have traditionally been excluded from its development agenda in order to harness the full potential of its young people. Big picture. The changing age profile of the Indian population can positively affect economic growth. Experts say the Indian economy is passing through a phase of demographic dividend, in which the share of the working population is the highest. But with the falling total fertility rate, the share of the elderly population has already started rising, from 8.2% to about 10.2% during 2011-12 and 2018-19. The demographic dividend will not prevail forever, and India will face similar dilemmas as its population grows. Experts suggest this demographic dividend could disappear post-2040. India will become an aging society too. Therefore, the government need to capitalize the population dividend and empower the population to reap the benefits. Thanks for watching.